Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Today we're just doing a quick walk around this brand new 2024 Mustang GT Coupe Premium. So let me just get this out of the way. As a CAMARO owner, I can totally see all of the cues from the CAMARO that's on this car. Let's just go over those really quick. So one thing that is super CAMARO-esque is this hood scoop. If you look at the CAMARO SS, the hood scoop is pretty much identical on this model of Mustang. But the other thing that looks exactly like the CAMARO that the Mustang has now adopted is pretty much the side profile is very CAMARO. But the thing that I like about my CAMARO the most is its wide hips. And this body line that comes from here all the way back, that looks just like my CAMARO. So it's actually not a bad thing. I mean, some Mustang owners might dislike it because they like to, you know, be able to distinguish between the CAMARO and the Mustang fully, but I actually like some of those cues that the Mustang has picked up from the CAMARO. Do I like this more than the last generation? It's undecided. I think this car is going to have to grow on me. I do really like the Dark Horse, which costs a lot more than what this car does, but it's still a decent looking car. I just don't know if I'm fully into the digital dash and everything, which some of you guys can watch on a different video. But if we take a look, some of the things that are definitely already different on this car are these LED lights. So they look a lot different from the previous version. This is covered, so that's not functional or open. I think it is on the Dark Horse. And then on the grille, it's kind of a big grille, but you do get gloss black on this section, but on the bottom part it is matte black, so it's not going to pick up the a lot of the rock chips as much. And it's got a decent size like splitter looking thing at the front, so I do like the front of this. They are probably going to do models where you can black out the horse, and you know, there's always a ton of aftermarket things on these particular Mustangs, so that should actually be easy. But I think the front of it looks quite aggressive even for just the stock Mustang GT. This particular one has got the 19-inch wheels, so this has a 255 tire on it and a 40-inch sidewall on a 19-inch rim, and they've got the same size on the front as what they do on the back. And if you actually look here, you can see that they are Brembo brakes on this particular model. You do get bigger brakes on the you know, some of the upgraded models. Standard 5.0 badge, so you do have the 5-liter V8 on this, and this particular car does make more power. So the older outgoing model made 260 horsepower and 220 pound-feet of torque. On this new model, this actually makes I'm sorry, I said 200, I meant 460 horsepower, but on this one it actually makes 486 horsepower. So it's actually got a good power bump, and it does have dual throttle bodies, whereas the old ones had single throttle bodies. So that is a difference. The engine bay, even though we can't get in it right now, looks a lot nicer on this one than what it did on the outgoing Mustang GT. As far as torque, it's actually lost some torque. The torque on the old one was 420 pounds-feet of torque, and on this one it's 418 pounds-feet. And I believe it's 0 to 60 is still around 4.9 seconds with the 10-speed automatic. The Dark Horse now gets a Tremec transmission when it comes to the manual, but unfortunately these still have the MT82 transmission for the 6-speed manual. But the 10-speed auto on these things is fantastic. Like I said, even just walking around the car, seeing it in person, it is growing on me just looking at it like this. The 13s and the 14s are my favorite model of Mustang still to this day, but the decision for me is, does this look nicer than the outgoing S550? This one does not have a spoiler, but you can get a spoiler on these. And then if you look at the back, you know, this does not have the active exhaust, so it's just the standard single tips, but you can get dual exhaust, which is an active exhaust. And then this light down here is the brake light. And I do quite like, now that I'm seeing it in person, this shape, this crease that actually bends in. I was kind of skeptical when I first saw it on videos, but it actually looks quite kind of cool from the side. So still got the tri-bar, still got the sequential turn signals, and then you've got this nice little kick-up shark fin spoiler. So I mean, this car with just some different wheels, a little bit of window louvers, or you know, one of the side skirts, you can make this probably look quite nice, quite aggressive. And as always, it should be pretty tunable like most of the 5.0s are. And if it's anything like the last generation, it will handle boost if you put a Pro Charger or Supercharger on it very, very nicely. So yeah, I do like the look of this car overall, going around it. Kind of digging these wheels as well. But let me know what you think. Do you prefer this model? Do you prefer the S550, or do you prefer the S197 body style? Leave me a like below, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.